one and all to the third episode of an arc of 3, where we take a look at all things EdTech. Well, today, literacy is in focus. We will dive deep into the research shaping how we teach reading in the digital age. So today, we're unpacking a big question. How do educational technologies like ebooks and reading apps compare to traditional print books when it comes to literacy development? Well, as always, the answer is a little more nuanced than what you might expect. So let's look at what the research says. Is one format truly better for building literacy skills? Well, meta-analyses and systematic reviews reveal some clear patterns, particularly under comprehension and memory. Multiple large-scale studies, including a 2018 meta-analysis by Dialgo and colleagues, consistently show that readers, both children and adults, tend to comprehend and retain more when reading print books versus digital texts. The difference is especially pronounced for deep reading when time is limited. Print books support stronger recall and understanding of key ideas, while digital texts are more than often better suited for quick surface level reading. Print books also tend to expose readers, particularly young children, to richer vocabulary and more complex sentence structures, critical for language development. And under adult support and interaction, shared reading with print books typically encourages more frequent, higher quality adult-child interaction. These conversations and emotional connections are vital for early literacy, and research shows that they happen more naturally with print than with ebooks or reading apps. Well, let's look at the digital advantage when tech could work. So let's not rule it out completely yet, because research by May and colleagues in 2021 highlights that digital books can equal or even outperform, they say, print under right conditions. The conditions include ebooks that include story congruent interactive features like meaningful animations or quizzes that support the narrative. They say can enhance comprehension and vocabulary, especially when maybe adult support isn't always available. However, features that distract from the story can actually hinder the learning. Under personalization and engagement, digital platforms excel at adapting to individual readers, boosting therefore motivation and engagement, particularly for maybe reluctant readers or those readers with additional educational needs. And maybe in communities where access to print materials is limited, digital tools can bridge gaps, offering a wider variety of texts, therefore supporting early literacy development. So let's look into why print books still matter. Well, despite the rise of digital media, print books continue to offer unique, research-backed advantages. For example, it encourages focused and more deep reading. The physical experience of holding a book, turning the pages and navigating spatially helps maintain attention and fosters deeper engagement within the reader. Frequent reading for pleasure, especially with print, is strongly linked to higher literacy attainment. Simply by owning books at home remains one of the most powerful predictors of reading frequency and enjoyment. The quality of language. Children's print books typically contain more sophisticated, dense language, essential for building strong language and literacy skills. So let's reflect upon the challenges and best practices for digital reading. First of all, minimize distraction risks. Digital environments often introduce distractions like notifications and unrelated animations that can actually reduce focus and comprehension, especially among young or struggling readers. There's a keen emphasis on the importance of the adult. Adult involvement, to me, is critical. Children benefit most from digital reading experiences when adults actively guide their attention, support comprehension, and model good reading habits, mirroring the benefits seen when using shared print. And when you're implementing digital reading, quality matters. Not all digital tools are created equal. The best outcomes are seen with thoughtfully designed, high quality content paired with that adult support and integrated into a broader range of literacy strategies. So what's the bottom line? So where does the research actually leave us? Print books remain foundational to literacy development, offer superior comprehension, richer language exposure, and nurturing essential adult-child interactions and relationships. Meanwhile, well-designed educational technology brings valuable opportunities for engagement, personalisation, and broader access, especially for those readers who might otherwise be left behind. So, what's the best approach? It's a balanced one. Leverage the strength of both print and digital. Ensure that there's equitable access. Prioritise adult involvement and choose high quality reading content. Well, thanks for tuning in to Reasons for Everything, Currents for a Cake and our focus on literacy today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share and leave a review. And remember, it's not about print versus digital, it's about using the best of both worlds to help every reader thrive. Bye for now.